So let's dive straight into things as we head into a lakefront.
Very nice opening hand from Jalfac here.
Yeah, it seems pretty flexible. A lot of things that can be done. A lot of useful tools to be able to like get some good combo or like set up the combo games.
Yeah.
Captain is a nice guard trying to combo off of that. Does the Goldie combo off of Captain? I feel like there's maybe technically a spot that the Goldie kind of works with Captain. Yeah, I see it. It's just a really very specific position that would require. And as we see, both players seem to have been able to find their ways to sectioning off this turf. Jalfac has not been able to get that aggressive push that he wants from all our other games we've seen.
Yeah. We'll probably lean into a bit more of a passive game here because both players have pretty much locked each other out.
Yeah.
Bit more boring, but that's how it is sometimes.
Yeah, it'll lead into some base combos. We might see an aggressive push. I think I see... No.
Yeah.
Just a little off from those dualies being able to be played in that corner. But that seems to be a good spot.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a nice Tetris spot. I always find trouble with getting Tetris to work in a deck. I only have it in my picky deck.
Yeah. They're dualies, but just that little bit more chonky. And that can be really hard to wrap your mind around sometimes.
Ooh, I could combo nicely with this. Real. Yawshi has that little diagonal bit right there that you could use to sneak into that into Jalfac's base there, but it is like really tiny.
Yeah, there's not like you could do that, but we're so deep into the game. Like, what would he even do with that that he couldn't do in his own base?
And he's playing a goo that's gonna cover it up anyway.
Yeah. Like, it would be really hard to utilize that spot well. 3 turns left. Jalfac with a impressive lead right now. 19 points. And he's already going for a special.
Pretty substantial special difference.
That's gonna set him really comfortably in the lead, but it feels like he's looking to pass the next turn.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But he probably Yawshi has to pass there.
Ooh, we do have the slosher to get 6 points.
I'm curious what Yawshi's handle looks like right now, honestly.
It looks like 2 3-12s have been waiting for their turn to play, and 1 turn left, 25-point difference. This is Jalfac's. It's a 25-point difference. There's nothing Yawshi could do here to turn this around.
There's hardly anything you can do, unfortunately. Yep, and Jalfac wins game 1.
With a very confident lead.
Yeah, that was definitely quite a big lead for from Jalfac there.
Yeah. Heading into our next game, Thunder Point. This is... I always like this one because it looks like the idea is for you to section off your base. But, like, what usually ends up happening is you section off one of the middle corners. And that becomes your base.
Thunder
it's
Point
so
is
easy to
always
do.
an interesting map.
Oh, but we do not have interesting cards. Jalfac does not... Like, his cards just do not want to cooperate here. I think that Steel Eel is his best play. And, yeah, there we go. Both have started to section off their turf. I feel like Jalfac would actually benefit to break through that corner that Yawshi is starting to claim. Because his is pretty confidently set, and I couldn't imagine Yawshi wants to try to just close that off. Where a play like this is not really making too much of an... I don't think that's going to be able to break through at this point, especially with these awkward cards, but...
Yeah.
I was not actually expecting Yawshi to go for that.
Both players are pretty much playing their side of the map. Jalfac's hand isn't looking the best right now. He's got both of his 3-12s on 10-7.
Yeah.
It looks like he'll be getting a lot of his bigger cards soon enough as well, so might not be the best situation for Jalfac here.
Yeah. And all the spaces left are like, they're okay spaces, but they're not good for like big cards.
Yeah, they're not.
Like, they're not even working for the jelly.
Yeah. Doesn't even have a decent spot to play 10 attack. Or at least one that'll get him more than 2 special.
Yeah. There's no good way to break into Yawshi's base. Like, it is secured.
Yeah. I don't think Jalfac will be getting much special here. He chooses to pass.
Suction Bomb, that's probably his best thing to draw right now. Yeah, we got a bucket. He's praying he draws the bucket at this point. I want to see, there's all this space that can be utilized, but he just doesn't have anything to do with it. Like, Octavio can't be played. That's not a good play, because that's giving Yawshi another one.
Yeah. Oh. Both
maybe
kind of right next to each other.
Yeah. There we go. We finally get the bucket. So that's going to be 3 special, which means he has a way to play the game now, and he's only at a 13-point deficit.
Yeah. Ooh, he opts to go for using the... Oh, never mind. Using the Marie, which if he does find a place, yeah, like there, then he can definitely use a 3-12 afterwards.
Yeah.
But I'm not too sure where he'd be able to play a 312. I think maybe the top would be the best option, but
Yeah, that seems like a good Trizuka spot.
yeah,
It's also like there's a lot of room for Yawshi to be able to do something too with a 15.
yeah. I feel like Yawshi just has better special block placement. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a pretty good captain. Yawshi doesn't have enough for a 312.
Oh, he doesn't. So this is actually a possible if.
Yeah, Jalfac might actually win here if he gets a really good special placement.
That would mean that like
That.
unless Yawshi has a 2-5.
Oh no. Oh.
It's gonna be another win for Jalfac. It looks so good, but that
Yeah.
captain was just a little too expensive.
Yeah, I think he might. Yeah, that was definitely a bit of a misplay with that captain, for sure. I think it must have like. I think maybe just special point calculations in Z went wrong somewhere.
Yeah. And heading into our next game, we're going to be heading to Main Street. Jalfac has started up a win streak, and Yawshi needs to end it.
Yeah.
Starting off, Jalfac has such a good opening hand. Like, there's a lot of good tempo setters here. Just waiting to see what Yawshi has decided on, and something tells me we've got a less than pleasant opening from Yawshi again. Taking the middle of the road, isn't going to defend, isn't going to offend, and yeah, this is definitely not the optimal start. We got a break.
This is definitely. Ooh, that's a really good the cold bandit spot.
Yeah,
I think Yawshi here just has been cursed with an absolutely terrible starting hand.
Yeah, no, Yawshi kind of got cursed here. We do see a definition of a block.
Most of it. Yeah, he does block most of it, but he still has like the opportunity to play. He still has all the space in the world to take a bit further down as well.
He needs a 6-piece that's less or like a longer, like that will do.
Ooh, yeah. A lucky elite spot there.
But he's got to keep pushing, and it's going to be really easy for Jalfac just to block him out with something. Like this Dynamo could.
Yeah.
Good Dynamo placement kind of just shuts down any chance Yawshi has of like pushing.
Yeah, definitely.
And the rest of the turf is not going to be well designed for like any larger pieces.
Mm-hmm. And he also has that slamming lid spot that he can use as well to break into his base. And he can do it with Splash Charger as well now.
Especially considering that Steel Eel and how that just destroyed that Dynamo.
Yeah. I think I think Jalfac here has realised that he's not going to be able to defend his base, so he's just going on the offensive to their base, which, to be honest, is probably the best thing to do in this kind of situation.
Yeah. I don't think he can push from... Oh, no, we got the E-leader, which will do
Got the leader. Will do the trick, probably.
Yeah. Good base building combo,
Oh,
though,
but
just capitalizing on the setup.
Yeah. Does try and block, but oh, that does actually stop him from placing the doesn't stop him from placing the slamming lid though. But still, that did at least stop them from playing the leader, which is 11 points compared to 6. So.
And that leaves us 4 turns left. Yawshi has no
They're
turf
both
left.
completely even.
Wants that little corner, but it doesn't have anything set up for it. So Lil Judd is just a little stuck.
Yeah, poor little Judd. There was a place that could play the Dynamo. That probably would have been a bad bet, considering he probably wouldn't be able to play it later anyway.
Yeah.
Would have taken up more space. But I don't think he realised that he could play it. Regardless.
Or more, he was like, he got focused on the idea of getting the easy Lil Judd corner, realized he can't, and then he kind of got fixated on the Lil Judd and like, what to do with that.
Yeah. It's like tunnel vision, but with in tabletop.
Table vision.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh. Both went for the exact same spot, it seems, and then both gained a special point from that.
2 turns left. Yawshi's in a really tricky spot. Wants to get like a play to generate enough special to play a 3-12 in the next turn. Might be forced to pass. Jalfac is looking for that. Those are not great, but they guarantee a 2-3-12 play, which is just going to build that much of a lead, and that's the kind of stuff you need. This is one of the reasons why Splatter Color Screen is so good.
Yeah, that is a nice screen placement, actually. And then I can already see where Ultra Stab fits almost perfectly. I think Jalfac sees it as well.
Yeah, there, right there. I don't see a way Yawshi's going to be able to come out of this one with only 2 special. Again, stuck in a really rough spot.
Yeah.
Forced to pass.
Jalfac has just been absolutely sweeping these brackets. And he takes home another one with another 3-0.
Yawshi just cursed with bad deck bad hand after bad hand in there.
Yeah.